Wow, he had it in the bag with that one, because I would have not even thought of it that way. What's up, y'all? So today we're going to be talking about 4 books I have changed my life, shift my mindset. If you're new here, my name is Shayla. Please consider subscribing. If you're not new here, thank you so much for watching, tuning in, subscribing, and just supporting me in general. Let's go ahead and get into the video. I want to mention that I've gotten into reading maybe like a year and a half ago. Learned that I need to pick up more hobbies besides scrolling on social media and really tapping into like self-development books, which are what these books are. I definitely feel like it has helped. I realize, like, if you are somebody that goes through your moods where you're happy, you're sad, you're motivated, you're not, like, learn that you have to continue to feed your brain with positive thoughts and just like reading from a different perspective. You are what you surround yourself, and I feel like me being more into reading self-development books have definitely helped me and grown my mindset to think differently if I'm in a downtime. When I'm getting through those phases where I'm feeling down, I will think of things that resonated with me in these books, and I will start to think about that quote or that scenario. And let's just say I used to not be a reader. Like, reading used to put me to sleep, and it still does, but definitely a love for it. So the book I want to talk about is Atomic Habits by James Clear. This is how it looks. And let's just say, like, I love this book so much that I'd probably read it again. Like, I might read it again. It's actually like an easy read, and I love like how there's not too many words on the page, on each page, so that definitely makes a difference, in my opinion. Famous quote that he has is, the lighting gets weird. I'm going off of natural lighting. What he says about habits is, make it obvious, make it attractive, make it easy, make it satisfying. Favorite quotes I underlined was, all big things come from small beginnings. The seed of every habit is a single tiny decision, but as that decision is repeated, a habit sprouts and grows stronger. But yeah, I just feel like it's a very easy read, and I feel like anybody could read this book, even like my sister in high school. Like, I found myself like not watching TV some days because I was so stuck in this book. Some other quotes that resonated with me was, you do not rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your systems. And he also, I remember he also talks about the importance of like systems. Like, what is your routine? Like, how do you do things? How do you handle things? Like, systems, he explains how like systems are like very important. This is the next book, if I didn't mention it. The subtitle Art of Not Giving Up by Mark Mason. I will say, like, this book took a little bit longer for me to finish. I think the Atomic Habits, that's when I like got my spark of reading, so like I just breezed through that. This book is probably like my third self-development book, so it took me a little longer, but it is a good book, and I definitely gained some wisdom off of this. So one of my favorite quotes that I underlined was, the world is constantly telling you that the path to a better life is more, more, more. Buy more, own more, make more, F more, be more. You're constantly bombarded with messages to give a F about everything all the time. Give a F about a new TV, give a F about having a better vacation than your coworkers, give a F about buying a new lawn ornament, give a F about having the right kind of selfie stick. Why? My guess is because giving an F about more stuff is good business. And while there's nothing wrong with good business, the problem is giving too many F's is bad for your mental health. It causes you to become overly attracted to superficial and fake, to dedicate your life to chasing a mirage, happiness, and satisfaction. Key to a good life is not giving a F about more, it's giving a F about less. Giving a F about what is true and immediate and important. That, when I was like, wow, he had it in the bag with that one, because I would have not even thought of it that way. But when you start thinking, like, social media plays a huge part, TV plays a huge part, society like feeds us this mindset, this mirage of having more, having a better life is having more. I read this, I was like, Yeah, okay. Yeah, I would definitely recommend this book. I definitely feel like this has shaped my mindset to care about the things that make you happy. All right, so this next book is for my girls. I feel like if you're single, married, in a relationship, whatever, every girl should read this. That is Why Men Love. So let me read you guys my favorite attraction principles. She also has them listed in the back here. Women who have the men climbing the walls for them aren't always exceptional. Often they are the ones who don't appear to care that much. Yeah. And then the other one I thought was pretty cool was whenever a woman requires too many things from a man, he'll resent it. Let him give you what he wants to give freely, then observe who he is. See the way a man is coming for you and what type of energy he gives. You can kind of critique the type of man he is rather than saying, oh, I like flowers, or oh, I like to go out to eat. It's like, don't say those things and see how he's coming and see what type of man he is before like throwing it out there what you like, if that makes sense. But yeah, I definitely recommend that book for all my girls. And then the last book I'm actually currently reading, I'm like about halfway through, and that is The Mountain Is You. So let me read you guys a few quotes. Grow up with the illusion that success is what's handed to people who are the most deserving, talented, or privileged. When we arrive, however, we realize that the constructive by those who find the intersection of their interests, passion, skills, and a market gap. Sprinkle a little bit of persistence, and the only way to fail is to give up. Another favorite quote I have from The Mountain Is You is, so don't worry about doing it well, just do it. Don't worry about failing, just keep showing up and trying. There you can learn from the mistakes, and over time you get to a place where you really want to be. When accomplishing these sorts of things, when we simply show up and allow ourselves to create something meaningful and important to us. Instead of perfection, focus on progress. And I feel like when I read that passage, I was like, okay, like, let me just quit thinking in my head, like, how perfect things need to be. Like, even just filming this video right now, like, I was thinking about, oh my God, like, I need the perfect lighting. I need my background to look perfect. But honestly, I was just like, progress over perfection. It's one of the things I try to repeat in my head when I start to overthink things that I'm really trying to do, and just realize like I just need to do it and I'll figure it out later. I'm definitely loving The Mountain Is You. I'm almost done. But yeah, y'all, please drop recommendations below. I would love to hear other self-development books that have helped you or you feel like was just a great read. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Please, if you're new here, please consider subscribing, and I will catch you guys in my next video. Bye.